Welcome to the Runes of Magic zBag add-on overview video. To get started with the new zBag add-on, the simplest thing to do is just click on the backpack button in the bottom right of your screen, or just push the B button on your keyboard. It'll bring up the backpack interface, all the items that you're used to seeing in there, although arranged into a single interface as opposed to having multiple tabs. So for most people, the first thing you'll want to do is click this sprocket icon in the top right that allows you to configure zBag to your liking. There's a bunch of settings here. We'll focus on the backpack tab because that's what we have open right now. You can turn on 2 to 6 tabs here, depending on how many you have rented. On this character, it looks like rent for tabs 3 and 4 have expired, so I'll just turn those ones off. And you can change how many items show up in a row. If you want as few as 2 or as many as 20, the interface just quickly adapts to what you have selected there. One thing you can do is turn on so that you always show your bag content. Few players like to use that, along with this one here. If you turn off the background, then as you zone around, your backpack content is always open. If you're out farming, it's quick to see what's up. I personally don't use that feature, but there's a few users that really like that one. If you like things to be extra small or extra big to fit on your screen, just change the bag item scale here. And you can turn on or off a yellow highlight for the even tabs. And really what that's useful for is if you're looking at the rental and how much time is left for each of these tabs before they expire, and making sure that you don't have items locked out, then you can turn that on and off there. At the top, again, these rent the item shop items to keep your bags ready to use. You can turn that on or off, and you can turn on a highlight that allows you to see the rarity of different items that you have in your backpack. One other feature that's there is you can turn on allow Alt plus right click delete. So if you do that, you just hold down your Alt key and right click on any item in your backpack, and it will quickly get rid of that. That's really useful if you're farming a lot and you want to get rid of things that are just eating up space. Okay, so there's the configuration associated with the backpack tab. The other tab on the right hand side is for the bank. So you can open up the bank interface and see what you have there from right within zBag all the time. So on this character, I only have one tab rented, so let's turn off those. Again, you can change the scale or number of items in a row, turn on and off the background, highlight even tabs. There's this setting for show a preview highlight. You'll notice there's a red background when you turn that on. And some people like to see what's in their bank every time they open their backpack. So if I close this all down and then reopen my backpack, then the bank will come up with that setting on. Okay. Let's go look at the actual bank interface here when we visit the housekeeper. So if I open my bank box here and open my backpack, you can just quickly pull between just like you normally would. There's a lot of things that zBag has built in for the housekeeper interface. So let's go inside my house and look at the housekeepers. One of the things you'll notice is that there is a single interface for interacting with all of your housekeepers. So I just come up to any housekeeper and I click check housekeeper's attributes. You'll see each of my housekeepers are listed here along with their equipment. Another feature that zBag has is that it pulls up an additional 10 hidden equipment slots per housekeeper. These are things that are built into Runes of Magic but are not shown in the default interface. So as the screen says here, use these slots at your own risk. I keep a lot of housekeeper potions in there, so that if in the next release of Runes of Magic, if these slots were hidden, there wouldn't be any real loss for what I have in there. That's a nice interface that you have there, along with extra slots for the housemaid. Let's go take a look at some of the features we have specifically useful for selling multiple items. The quick sale interface that's built into zBag here. So I'll get out of my house and go find a shopkeep here, and we'll talk about the sorting features as well as the quick sale options. So just give this a minute to walk over to the nearest NPC that's selling things, If I open that up, and within zBag, you'll notice that there's a full sort tab. If I hold down Shift and click on full sort, it'll let me choose any of a variety of modes. For example, I can sort all items first on rarity and then on worth. If I click that there, then my bag will begin sorting. And within a matter of a few seconds, it'll all be sorted within those settings. Okay, so this is the highest rarity, and then within that, all the worth of the individual items. So let's look at some of the common things that I like to sort on. The first one is compact. That just moves all the free space to the end of your bag there. The next one is name. If you're looking for a particular quest item, just sort on name, and it's quick to find something. If you want to look at all your accessories or something, sort on type. Or I use worth a lot when I'm ready to sell. The other time that I'll use that a lot is when I'm in an instance and I need to get rid of extra items in my backpack. I'll look for the things that are worth the least here, and you'll see that by sorting this on worth, the things worth the least amount are sorted quickly here. So then I can either sell them quickly to the vendor here, or I can or I could use Alt right click and get rid of them quickly. So let's go look at the store here. Okay, as I mentioned, zBag has a robust quick sell interface built in. If I hold down Shift and click on the quick sell icon right here, it'll bring up a bunch of options, and in those options it lets me choose which slots in my backpack I want to start with selling and which slots I want to end with selling. So for example, if I only wanted to get rid of things at the bottom of zBag here where I'd put things that are ready to sell, I could set my slot to 151 to 153, and it would be predispositioned to sell those 3 items there as soon as I click the quick sell button. Okay, very quickly all of those are gone. You can do that for up to 180 items in your backpack. So let's pull some items down again that we'd like to consider selling off here, and go back into the quick sell interface and look at some of the other options here. You can tell quick sell to not sell items if they have a high durability or a high level. So in the 3 example items here, you'll see I have one that has a durability of 113. So if I set this to don't sell if it has durability more than 110, I click the quick sell button, and the one item with high durability stays. Again, more options here. Don't sell if they're level 60 or higher. So we'll put some things down in that area. A couple of them level 60. If you set this back to 0, it will sell any durability. And if I click quick sell right here, you'll notice 2 things are level 60 and one's level 57. So, oh, it says higher than, so that's why it didn't work. Okay, let's pull that down and turn that to 59, and we'll get it to work this time. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, we got a level 57 in that area and a couple of level 60s. So it should sell the one level 57. Okay, just like magic it did that. All right, the other thing you can set up is, for example, a lot of times people want to keep items that have yellow stats on them. Typically those are the purple items or the rare items. So you can click, no matter what, don't sell anything of that particular rarity here. So I've done that, and if I pull something that's a rare item down into that area, it falls into the category that would otherwise sell, and I click the quick sell button, you'll notice that that item stays there. Sometimes if you're selling a lot of items in different languages, then the quick sell options haven't been translated. You can click this button to ignore the don't sell options, and it will default to only selling all the items within the start and end slots that you have configured there. So that's really useful if you're working in a language that's not yet been translated. So if I click that button, everything sells even though this is configured here. Let's get those items back before they get permanently lost to the housekeep there. The other item that zBag has built in as far as selling items is the ability to quickly add items to the always sell or never sell list. So if you bring an item over the quick sell button at the top of your screen here, you can set it to never sell the item, always sell the item type, meaning the category. Like in this case, if I click that one there, it's cloth items that will always be set to sell here. And so then there's this interface associated with that where you can set up individual items. You can type them in by hand, or you can go over that button as we did and set up so that it will never sell or always sell items. One that people like to use a lot is, for example, you want to keep all your runes. So you can say never sell item type runes. Add that there. Let's get rid of this cloth one. Close that interface, pull some runes down to the slots we have configured to sell here, and then push the quick sell button, and that really messed up. So let me see what's going on there. Get back into the quick sell interface. Oh, you know what? We said ignore the don't sell options. So let's pull that down again. You can see there's some configuration that you'll want with your own runes of magic setup here on zBag. Okay, so now that we have it unchecked ignore don't sell options, we have it set to never sell runes. We try quick sell again, and voila, we have that interface figured out. So as you can see, there's a lot of powerful features that are built into the zBag add-on, and some that even take me a time or two to make sure they're functioning properly. So I hope this tutorial has been useful to help you see some of the features that are within zBag, and look forward to answering any questions you have over on curse.com.